Dear students, as desired by all of you, I am giving the another class on issue of shares related to company class 12. It is class number 16 or class 12, class number 16, and 17th class will be started on ratio analysis within few days or maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Today is the problem on share forfeiture, and on the shares more class will be taken before exam as a revision classes. So for this class I am going through the problem. It is related to share forfeiture versus Accountancy Publication Limited issued 50,000 equity shares of rupees 10 each at a premium of rupees 10% payable as under. That means company is issuing 50,000 or issued 50,000 equity share already issued, and for which they are called application for 2 rupees, on allotment 5 rupees, 4 plus 1, 4 plus allotment, and 1 for premium, security premium. On first call rupees 2, and on final call rupees 2. 2 plus 2 plus 4 plus 2, it is the face value of the share, and 1 rupees more as a premium. But we will not make any entry. We are now only concerned about the forfeiture and reissue regarding this problem. The whole of the issue called for by the company and all money are duly received. The whole of the issue called for by the company and all monies are duly received except the allotment and call money on 500 shares. These shares are forfeited and later on reissued at 9 rupees per share, fully paid share. 5 journal entries to record the transaction. So the issue entry is not required. We are only concerned about the forfeiture of this sum. So 500, there are 2 methods. That is why there are 2 journal, alternative journal, and this. First, the easiest method or for this sum, usually in due money, those are which are we are not getting, we are always transferring to calls in arrear. But instead of sending to calls in arrear, we can do the sum alternatively. I will do here, and thereafter in the second journal alternative method I will explain, because there is no difference, but according to problem we have to adopt the proper journal entries. When that means some money is still uncollected, money is not collected, that is allotment money. That means money is lying on allotment account. That means allotment account is still debit balance is staying. What is the amount? That is equal to 5,500 into, in the allotment account, 4 plus 1, 5. That means 2,500. Out of 2,500, the allotment account, share allotment account debit amount is still lying. For 2,500 is still lying. So at the type of lying, one part is share capital, and that is what is share capital? 500 into 4, that is 2,000, and share premium or security premium reserve or security premium reserve. It is 500 into 1. That means in the allotment account, it is still debit balance is lying. For share capital is this, and for security premium reserve is this. It is for 1. It is for 1. Then 2, first call is still debited and it is not yet credited due to non-receiving. So share equity share first call or share first call is lying still debit. How much it is? That is 500 into 2 equal to 1000. And share final call, still debit balance is lying. Still debit balance is lying. Share final call. Share final call, still debit is lying 500 into 2. That means you have a 2 option. You can keep the balance in share first call, share final call, share allotment, or when we are not receiving, we can transfer all the due amount to call surrender. But in this part, I will do this. Now we are assuming that we are not maintaining the call surrender account, which is still due. It is lying in allotment. It is lying. It is first call. It is this debit balance is lying, and final call is debit balance is lying. So total amount called in the account of share capital 500 into 10, then share capital account debit 500 into 10, because we have called all 4 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 10. 5 into 10 equal to 5000. We are debiting, reducing the capital. That means we are passing the reverse entry for share capital this, and security premium account we have already credited at the time of allotment. Now we are debiting because it is not collected. It is credited that time. It is also credited, security premium also credited, but not debited. We are not debiting now. That means allotment 2 rupees, allotment 4, application 2, first call 2, final call 2. That means share capital 500 into 10, that is 5000, and security premium at the type of allotment we have credited. Share allotment account debit to share capital to share premium. We have got share capital and the share premium, this portion it was credited, that is this 500. That means 5500. We are passing the reverse entry because already capital created. Now we are forfeiting 5000, and security premium, it is uncollected, it is credited, already credited. Now we are debiting now. Now it is the debiting entry, and how much entry? It is still lying. This one in allotment, this one in first call, this one is final call. So all debit balance is to be credited, and the balance amount is to be transferred to share forfeiture account. Now the allotment still debit. Allotment is consisting share capital 2000 and security premium reserve 500. But at that time We have passed share allotment account. This equal to this plus this. To share allotment. To share allotment account. The debit. How much share allotment? 2,500. Out of which 2,000 for share capital and 2,500 for security premium reserve. Security premium reserve. That means share allotment. 2. Share first call. Still debit balance lying now. We are crediting now share first call. How much? It is 1,000. And sorry, it is to be written here 2,500 and 1,000. And another one, share final call. Share final call account. It is lying 1,000 because no amount transferred to calls in area. We are keeping debit as uncollected, not yet collected, it is still lying on the respective account. That means share allotment, to share first call, to share final call, to 1,000 plus 1,000 plus 2,000, 4,500 and 5,500. That is share forfeiture account. It is how much? 1,000. And it is very much clear how we are getting 1,000. We say we are transferring. That is this amount which was collected at the time of application. We have got these. All entities are due but not received, and those amount are lying that account only, but we can transfer it to calls in area also, but not done. That is share forfeiture account is 1,000 share forfeiture. Now we are reissuing the share. Company is reissuing, not we are passing entry. 9 rupees. That is 1 rupee for discount. So now when they are selling the share to anyone, that means forfeited share, then bank account debit. How much company getting? 5,500 into 9 rupees equal to 4,500. But they are giving fully paid share. That means capital is to be created at the rate of rupees 10 per share. 2. Share capital. That is share capital at the face value or nominal value of the share. That is 500 into 10. That is 5,000. We are creating capital by issuing the forfeited share. What is the difference? We are getting 4,500, but we are crediting in capital account 5,000. The difference 5,000, it is our non-discount. We are giving discount for, but account is not required at all because we have 1,000 in share forfeiture account. So we are writing here share forfeiture because some money is lying here. We are utilizing for how much? It is 5,000. Thereafter the entry, because all forfeited share reissued. So the balance 1,000 minus 500 equal to 500. That means share forfeiture which is still lying 500. we are transferring to capital reserve because the forfeited share reissued, so the balance is transferred. It is a capital profit, so we are transferring to capital reserve account. We are transferring to capital reserve account. But there is alternative method. But when it is giving directly for share forfeiture, it is better to adopt this procedure. But alternatively, usually we are doing, but one thing, now share capital, now conclusion, share capital account in credit balance 50,000 into we are issued 50,000 share. Where is this 50,000? This 50,000 share is this 50,000 into 10, then share capital, then 5 lakhs is lying. It is the share capital and security premium reserve account. We have already credited 50,000 into 1, out of which now we are past the reverse entry 500. So balance of security premium is 49,500. When we will prepare the balance sheet in the share capital, that means share capital is 5 lakh and security, that means reserve and surplus head, we should write security premium 45,000 because we have reverse 500. It is the one method I am doing now. Another method, we are directly, how much amount is uncollected, that means not collected or not collected. It is not collected amount is how much? The amount not collected. Amount not collected in the allotment. In the allotment, how much? 5,500 into 4. 500 into 5. 2,500. This. First call. First call is line. Sorry, it is 500 into 2. That is 1,000. Then final call. 5,000 into 2. It is, if we follow the call scenario method, in the call scenario account, it is lying 4,500. That means is the journal is not required related to this. You can follow this method or you can follow this method also. So if you calls in area, it is calls in area. In this method, how much capital is to be debited for share forfeiture? It is for reissue. It is forfeiture. It is for transfer of profit due to share forfeiture and reissue, then creation of capital reserve. Now, at the time of share forfeiture, what will be the entry? In share forfeiture account, sorry, it is calls in arrear. Calls in arrear is a debit balance always, because we have, it is the arrear account. When calls in advance, always credit balance, because we are taking in advance, it is a liability for the company, but we are some due amount is to be collected from the shareholder, that is debit balance, it is the calls in arrear. So for share forfeiture, we will reverse share capital. Share capital account, how much? share capital equal to 500 into 10 at the face value equal to 5000. Then when we are getting the share premium, we don't toss at the time of share forfeiture. But in case of non-receiving of share security premium reserve, if we get the reserve, we should not disturb. We have not yet get the reserve at the security premium reserve, so it is to be reversed. So it is the credit entry, we should reverse. Then security premium reserve, security premium reserve equal to 500 into 1, it equal to 500. Then this part and this part, because we are reducing capital, reduction of question of security reserve premium reserve account, if it is not collected, it is collected, but the share related to the party from whom we are collected security premium, don't disturb, only share capital. If it is due but not received, then it is reverse entry is required. 2. This plus this plus this plus these is already kept in the calls in arrear account. So write down calls in arrear, it is debit. Now we are doing credit. Calls in arrear account, how much? 4,500. If you want this system, it is also 4,500. That means we are debiting share capital this, and this the balance is the share forfeiture account, share forfeiture account. How much? Balance is 1,000. That is those money 500 into 2, which was collected at the time of application. That is the share forfeiture, and a reissue. Then share forfeiture for this entry is same, then this entry is same. That means share forfeiture account, that means bank account debit, this entry, this it will be same for reissue, for share forfeiture to capital reserve, same, the both entry first, this entry share reissue, same entry, then capital reserve, same entry, and it is clear the share capital, then share capital equal to 5 lakhs and security premium reserve is 49,500. It is end of the class, and both way under the keeping the debit balance and at the time of crediting the debit balance, and another method, all debit amount will be credited, but that means equal debit and equal credit, and the amount not collected still due, it is to be kept in the calls in arrear account. Both system I have mentioned and discussed here to give a clear cut conception, but it is preferred when the direct share forfeiture, we should pay for this. Both system is correct, but we should pay for this. And if you do both system, it will be very clear. That is why I have explained. And the more class for issue of share forfeiture, reissue, etc., it will be done before exam as a revision class, but I have a plan to start for CBSE, ISC and other board also. The ratio analysis most important, most interesting, more analytical part of accountancy. It is a part of the financial management also. It will be started shortly. Thanks all of you for giving proper attention to my class. Thanks.